Welcome to this Apttus Quote-to-Cash presentation. This session is titled Accelerating Revenue Growth with Quote-to-Cash Intelligence. And we'll look at how enterprise businesses are increasing revenue and profitability with machine learning that unlocks insights that make sales reps successful. Enterprises today are struggling to find value in the massive amounts of data they generate and save every day. Machine learning, the field of computer science centered on pattern recognition, is providing the needed insights using algorithms that bring greater understanding, predictive accuracy, and prescriptive intelligence to enterprises' data sets and drive a diverse set of strategic business outcomes. Is it new? In fact, machine learning is around us, all around us, and is increasingly playing a role in our lives. Each of us has examples where we employ artificial intelligence and take guidance from intelligent agents to get things done in our lives, whether it's ordering a product or a movie, or navigating roads. In enterprise businesses, machine learning is proving to be effective at handling predictive and prescriptive tasks, including defining which behaviors have the highest propensity to drive desired outcomes. Enterprises eager to compete and win more customers are applying machine learning to sales and marketing challenges. Accenture's Institute for High Performance recently completed a study featured in the MIT Sloan Review that found the following key takeaways. 40% of companies surveyed are already using machine learning to improve sales and marketing performance. And 38% credited machine learning with improvements in sales performance metrics like new leads, upsells, profitability, and sales cycle times. 76% of those surveyed say they're targeting higher sales growth with machine learning. So the bottom line is this: if you're not using machine learning, chances are your competitors are, and you may be left behind. So a natural question to ask is, why now? Machine learning isn't exactly new. People have been dealing with it in one form or another for decades, but today there are a number of factors that have come together that make this timely. Those factors include a change in the economics of cloud computing and cloud storage, a proliferation of sensors that drive the connected devices and the Internet of Things, the explosion of mobile devices that we all use every day, and the availability of algorithms, freeware algorithms. So it should be no surprise that data science is now one of the sexiest career paths around. And these are just a number of the factors, along with others, that are accelerating the growth of machine learning and its adoption in enterprise. To capture the revolution machine learning is bringing into sales and marketing, enterprises must move beyond what we call descriptive analytics, or the graphs and charts and dashboards that look at what's happened in the past. And while the vast majority of enterprises have needs for descriptive analytics, which are necessary for effective management, they're not sufficient to accelerate and sustain business performance. The ultimate goal is to move up the intelligence capability pyramid, from reacting based on an understanding of historical data to orchestrating quotes and contracts by automatically adjusting terms based on an understanding of what will happen as a result. So we start with descriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics are the foundation level that users employ to understand what's already occurred by laying out relevant summaries and supporting data in formats that are easy to consume both by end users and management. Whether it's for sales revenue by territory or expiring contracts up for renewal or price levels across direct, partner, and e-commerce channels, descriptive analytics provide a vital foundation of knowledge. Next up is predictive analytics. Predictive analytics help recognize trends and assign probability to an outcome. With predictive analytics, you'll be able to generate projections for different scenarios in the future. For instance, if you're able to predict successful deals or which of your prospects will buy from you and what products they'll be likely to buy, this allows you to plan accordingly and prioritize specific accounts. From there, we move on to prescriptive analytics. Prescriptive analytics build on the predictive capability by giving recommendations on the next best actions and tactics to win deals and grow the business. Here, the quote-to-cash system provides machine learning guidance about new opportunities in a sales territory, how to build winning quotes, and which products to offer to the customer that they're most likely to purchase. On above that is cognitive analytics. Cognitive analytics exploits machine learning to refine trend and pattern analyses on an ongoing basis, unsupervised, in order to constantly evaluate and associate data. It leads to automatically initiating specific, suitable actions, policies, and workflows. In this case, the quote-to-cash system recognizes an influx of demand for a product in a certain region and automatically adjusts the price slightly to match demand, generating a greater profit for you, eliminating the need for manual work to derive valuable insights and take action, and reduce the chance of missed opportunities. Instead, your company takes action at the speed needed to stay ahead of its competition. So if you're excited about accelerating revenue growth using machine-driven quote-to-cash intelligence, you can tweet this slide with an @ mention of me, Elliott Yama, your presenter, and hashtag Inside Sales. One key component of all quote-to-cash solutions are rules, which govern things that can and can't be included in the quote or go together. Rules-based systems, also known as expert or knowledge-based systems, capture and store human knowledge to govern a process. They work well when all the situations which need governance are known ahead of time. We call this embedded knowledge. In the past, it was easy to establish rules because data was more structured, there was less of it, and frankly, there were not as many choices for buyers. Today, we live in a world of vast oceans of data, with different data types, which make rule writing much less practical. Enter machine learning, with its ability to derive knowledge. Machine learning algorithms help build rules on the fly because they classify and categorize data, which enables real-time decision-making. And machine learning is dynamic, capable of evolving as your business evolves, where rules remain static. Rules-based systems used in conjunction with machine learning are the best of both worlds, providing contextual knowledge, harmonizing governance and intelligence in decision-making, and delivering maximum potential for outcomes. Today, most enterprises are operating with fragmented, manual quote-to-cash tools. By automating the quote-to-cash process, companies gain efficiency and controls, such as approvals and discount thresholds. These controls are necessary and valuable, but they can't deliver the optimal business outcomes these organizations are seeking. To reach that potential, these enterprises need to change the behavior of their personnel to drive the desired outcomes. In this case, for example, the behavior of a seller creating a quote can be influenced by highlighting the incentive compensation the seller earns from choosing one product or another or quoting at a certain price point. The compensation provides a powerful behavioral nudge to shape the choices the seller makes and help drive a better outcome for them and the company. And to take business performance to its highest level, enterprises need to harness system-based, machine-driven intelligence to achieve their maximum potential. These insights provide guides for action, which help identify the offer a customer is most likely to buy and enable a below-average seller to quote and negotiate like the top sellers in the organization. If you're new to quote-to-cash, it's the business processes which extend from the customer's interest in your product, often called an opportunity, through a series of mission-critical business steps that span quoting and negotiation, contracting, invoicing, rebates, and revenue management processes before ultimately being recorded in the company's general ledger, which is often in the ERP system. Apttus applications provide quote-to-cash process automation, enabling companies to define, achieve, and maximize business outcomes. Promotions, incentive compensation for sales, and rebates provide companies with the influence their sellers, customers, and partners need to motivate selling behaviors that lead to defined business outcomes. Quote-to-cash intelligence leverages customer data and sales history to prescribe actions for improving revenue making with machine learning. Quote-to-cash intelligence leverages sales data and order history, including characteristics on each customer and transaction, to find patterns that link customers and products and the desired outcomes. These insights can be presented to sales representatives, partners, or e-commerce customers as actionable choices. These predictive insights can even automatically create a new opportunity in your CRM system that alert the sales team to high-propensity sales events that they may not have uncovered on their own. To get started, many enterprises prioritize one or more of these common quote-to-cash intelligence use cases. Cross-sell upsell uses machine learning to compare one of your customers to all your other customers and find patterns that connect them based on their characteristics and the products they own. The results are data-driven product recommendations to drive quoting and renewals, that makes sense for the customer based on similar customers' purchase history. Pricing intelligence uses advanced modeling to analyze all your quotes and sales history to give you insight about the right price and discount levels for quotes. The results are data-driven insights for achieving a target discount level and guidance for your sellers on initial and walkaway discount levels. Quote scoring uses every element of your quotes and compares it to the quotes of your company's top sales reps and best deals. The results are machine-driven insights for all your reps that increase deal value and the probability to win the sale. How can quote-to-cash intelligence work for your business? Well, let's look at one Apttus customer, ProQuest, who's a billion-dollar information service provider who is uncompetitive because they are slow to quote and quotes contained errors and salespeople were struggling to sell across the product portfolio because it had become larger and more complex as a result of several newly acquired businesses. This company introduced Apttus CPQ and quote-to-cash intelligence to drive quoting and renewals and increase deal size with machine learning recommendations for cross-sell and upgrades to bundled offerings. An important part of this customer success was that sellers not only gained insight into high-propensity offers for their customers, but were also informed of why the recommendations were right for the customer. The recommendations from Apttus include explanations on which products are commonly owned together, along with the names of other customers who own them. This information helped the sellers be more knowledgeable advisors to their customers. The results were excellent. 90% faster and earlier renewals, happy sellers, happy customers, and an estimated 1 to 2% revenue growth. Not a bad return from analyzing existing data. Thanks for attending this Apttus Quote-to-Cash presentation on accelerating revenue growth with Quote-to-Cash Intelligence. If you're interested to learn more about Apttus Quote-to-Cash Intelligence, please visit the Apttus website, where you can download the ultimate guide to machine learning. Just go to apttus.com/resources.